All right, everyone, we'll have our fifth presentation of the day in Bedroom. This time we will have a talk about AI for editors, prompt management in Plone. And the talk is going to be by Alexander Rybakov. Can I get applause for Alexander?
Thank you. I'm not Alexander. I'm Jörg Zell from Interactive from Germany, but I just wanted to grab the mic for a second to introduce Alexander because it's his very first Plone conference. Alexander joined us last year right from high school and is in his first year now. And I think he's a very, very talented programmer and probably a dedicated Plone developer from now on. And so, yeah, I just wanted to ask you to be very kind to Alexander. And thank you. And this talk, it's about a real customer need we saw, or customers asked us, or we know they use ChatGPT to create their texts for their websites. And they asked us, well, it could be really nice, would be nice if we had something like that in Plone that we could create and edit our text with prompts in Plone. And that's something Alex and I will talk about now, how that works. Have fun.
All right. So you see, introduced me already, but I will just quickly introduce myself again. As he said, my name is Alexander Rybakov. I'm only 20 years old, and I've been working with Plone for a year now. Mainly with Volto. I'm a full stack developer. I don't have a lot of experience with the classic UI, but this talk is going to include the classic UI. And my current focus, I'm working with Katrin on accessibility. All right, before we get started, I just want to tell you that I will have a live demo for you, but the examples we have, they are in German. But I will try to explain them to you so everyone can understand them. So, this is the agenda. I will first present you the tool we have built, and then the two key features, which are the prompt management and the editorial interface. Finally, we will have a live demo, as I just said, and then we will tell you how we integrate it with Plone. Yes, this is a picture of me. Not the best picture, but it's fine. All right, let's get started. So what have we built? We have built a prompt management system that can be integrated with a text editor and our Kyra infrastructure. Now, I will not tell you what Kyra is now, because that's my topic for the talk tomorrow. So if you're more interested in that, you can join me tomorrow. Yes, but for now, I will first tell you a little bit more details about the prompt management. So the prompt management, where's my mouse? Here. Okay, the prompt management, it does exactly what it says. It manages prompts. And for clarification purposes, a prompt here is a set of instructions that we will pass to an LLM alongside other information you can give it, like a text. In our context, the prompt will describe how the LLM should transform the information and what knowledge it should use as context, but I will show you a few examples later. You can delete prompts, you can edit prompts, you can create new prompts, and you can group them into categories. The tool itself, it works using the REST API, but for demonstration purposes, we have built a UI so that we can show you how it works. This is what it looks like. You can see the category on the left. This letter means that it belongs to the same category. You can see a title, a description, which model it should use, and an action. Yes, so at the top you can also see that you can search for prompts and you can create a new prompt. And we will create a new prompt here as example. So we add the category call to action. It will be called pun, and it will just create a call to action label that will include a pun based on the text we give it. We can also add knowledge in form of, for example, PDF documents. We can change the creativity of the model. We can choose a different model if we want, and we can choose an action. There are two actions you can choose from. One is replace, which will replace the entire selected content. And there's also append, which will append the generated text to the content. Yes. And then when you create it, you can see. No, it doesn't work anymore. Let me focus it again. Okay. Oh, that's already. Oh, my bad. Yeah. When we create the prompt, you can see it's already in the correct category it should belong to. So. The other part of the tool we have built is, of course, the editor. And the obvious choice for the editor here is, of course, the TinyMCE editor, as it's the editor used in the Plone Classic UI. You can see we have not changed much. If you're very cautious, you might have caught the AI in the top right corner. This is what we have added. That's where you can find prompt management. You can see the categories I've just shown you, and a little bit more because we have a lot more. And under each category, you can find the according prompts. Right. Before we apply a prompt, however, we have, of course, have to select the text we want to transform. And then with a simple click, we can apply the correct prompt. In this case, it will fix my spelling mistakes that you might have noticed already. The prompt I will show you in a minute is designed to just find all spelling mistakes and correct them inline and change the text color to red. Everything it has changed. So I've now prepared a few examples for you to show you a little bit more of what it can do. And for that, I will just close this presentation. And let me just slide this over. Maybe I should mirror my screen. Okay, so I have prepared a few notes just so I can find it much quicker. So for the first example, we will just take this text from the Unibon website, and we can simply copy it and paste it into this editor. And then I have put the prompt we will choose. We will select the whole text. It's on the target group, and we select the questions. And what it will do, it will just generate a few questions that we have to answer for the AI, so it can transform the text to the correct target group. So now we could answer all these questions, put it through again, and it will replace the text. Now we will choose the same text for another example, which would be the SEO, which is also a big topic that customers want from us. We can select the text again. On the SEO, we can find the, what was it called? Keyword Recherche. There it is. And what that prompt will do, for example, it will analyze the text. Just a minute. Yes, it will analyze the text and it will search for specific keywords that might have a high search volume, and it will map them to the correct target group. Yeah. Then we're gonna choose the same text again. This time we have an analysis, an SEO analysis. Can it work? And as you can see, it gives us recommendations what we can do better. So the text is more SEO compatible, well, better optimized for searching. Then we have a different text. Another problem that you might face is that you have a lot of text like this, and it's, as you can tell, not very well structured. I have a oh no, don't have. And what this tool can also do for you is it can, where is it, SEO, and append headlines, for example. So it can restructure your text so that it's easier to read, and also it's better for the SEO if you have these headlines in between. Then another example of what it can do is, we've heard it twice already, accessibility. For that we are going to, where is it? Use the same text we have used before. And it can calculate for us the so-called, where is it, accessibility, the flash index. Yes, and the flash index, as it says, it describes how easy the text is to read, and it also says that a value below 50 means the text is too complex and we should simplify it. And it also gives us a few recommendations of what we can do better in this text to increase this index. Then, what else can it do? I have told you already that we can add documents to the text. One example would be, we have created this text, it has a few errors in it, and we have, for example, the Uni Bonn now, that has a document of a few guidelines and they follow in the text. And we can give that document to the AI, and is it the correct text? Yes. And it will search for these mistakes in the text and it will correct them. Yes. This doesn't seem correct. We can also go back and look at the difference. No, we cannot. Well, that might just be a prompt issue. It should work usually. Of course, the results depend on, first of all, the model you choose. The weaker the model, the worse the results, of course. And also it depends on what the prompt looks like that you gave it. This goes a little in depth into prompt engineering, but you can really get good results if you just write a good prompt, which in this case we obviously didn't. We can try it again on this text. Maybe it will work better. See. Okay, so here it did work. Now we don't have the, I will append the wrong text under it so you can see the difference. I think the prompt should have marked the difference as I showed you. But as you can see, following the guidelines, or maybe not, we have the Rheinische Friedrich-Wilhelms-Universität. The AI turned it into the Universität Bonn, which is of course the Universität we are talking about in this text. And also the Universität Buxtehude was included in the text. It still is, okay. Maybe the prompt is just broken. We can have a look inside. Or maybe I'm choosing the wrong prompt. So if we just go, click here, check the prompt. Oh yeah, this is not the correct prompt. So this would just replace all the what was it called? The names for the University of Bonn with the correct format, which is Universität Bonn. I had a different prompt that would actually use the guidelines. I'm assuming it's the language style guides. So let's just try again here. Copying this code and this text again. Selecting it. And then, where was it? There. Language style guide. This is the prompt I was searching for. So as you can see, it marks in the parentheses. No, it corrects it and it marks the wrong words in red. So you can see the University of Bonn, it should be the Bonn University, and also universities should be capitalized. There's a few style things, for example, the 35 degrees Celsius. It has the small circle, which should not be there. And this is all, I can show you the document inside of the style guide of the University of Bonn. There would be all of this. Now it would be, of course, a lot harder to just read it all and correct the text. So it's useful to have the AI do this for you. Yes, and you can also just play around with it. We can have this text, for example. And you can have it, for example, we have, where is it? Rewrite it in the Kölsch dialect, which is a dialect you speak in Cologne. And just a second, as you can see, those who have heard the Kölsch dialect already can verify. And we have also added a feature, I will replace in the text, where you can select the text and you can just write your own prompt here already. So, for example, we're in Finland and we have a German text. Let's just translate it into the Finnish language. Yes. So now it gives you a recommendation. I'm not Finnish, I cannot verify if it's correct, but it looks like it. And we can replace existing text, we can append it, we can just not take this recommendation. We could try again. So we're gonna take this recommendation, yes. Okay. So I think I've showed you everything I wanted to show you. Does anyone want to try a custom prompt or should I move on?
Turn to Afrikaans.
Huh?
Oh yes, then we can verify for you. Tell it to translate it.
Yeah, enough
into
things to
Afrikaans.
verify the Finnish version. Yeah, Afrikaans good to guys.
It's a very niche language.
Like that?
Yes.
Okay, let's check.
Fantastic.
I don't know if the information is correct, but it's definitely in Afrikaans.
All right.
Did you not get any of that?
Right, and of course I didn't show it, but it will only transform the selected text. So if we just select this now, and we apply, we apply the Kölsch dialect again. You can see that it's only doing it for this part that we selected, and this part is untouched. All right. So I will just show it here now. Let's get back to this. All right, I've told you that we are working on an integration in Plone. And when I created this presentation, it wasn't ready yet, but today it is. And I can show you an example of how it would look like. I just want to mention it's not fully finished yet. It's just already at a stage where I can show it to you. And I will show it in the Unibond project. So I have opened it right here already. This is our development environment. This is not the live site, so I can destroy it. And if we create a page now, we can see that we have this editor right here, and it has our built-in AI features. Now, they don't have as many prompts as I have in my example, but when we just copy this text again, I can show you that it does work already. Yes, it looks like it changed something. Okay. So, yes, that was my last slide. We will have this Plone add-on open sourced, I think. Yes, it will be open source, so you can add it to your project. We have this already open sourced. This is just the prompt management around it. The Kyra stuff is also open sourced already, so you can integrate it. But if you want to know more, as I said, I will have a talk about it tomorrow. And I would be happy if you join me tomorrow. And then that would be it for today.
Do we have any questions for Alexander? Okay.
Alexander, thank you.
Does it work?
Yeah?
Oh,
Yeah?
it's only for the record.
Ah, sorry. Funny. So, Alexander, thank you very much for a great presentation. It's amazing work. Really eager to try, like everybody else here. Nobody was using their notebooks here. It was so interesting to see, to watch. The only question is, how hard is that to configure in your new Plone installation? What kind of control panels I need to go, API keys? And I understand you are still in the process of open sourcing, but how do you configure that in new Plone installation?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
So I can show you the example of what it would look like here. The Plone add-on is intended to be used with our Kyra. So if we just go into the control panel here. Now we're not going to talk about the setup of Kyra, we're just going to assume that you have it set up, because that's a little bit of work. But the Plone add-on would be simple like that. You just have your gateway, your Kyra. You just have your Kyra gateway URL, the realm, which is something Keycloak specific. I don't know if you've used it before. You have your client ID and your client secret, and then it just connects to Kyra, and you can just use it. So the add-on part, the Plone part, is quite easy. The Kyra setup is a little bit more difficult, but we have just open sourced it. It's going to be easier in the future. Yes.
I have a question. Do you use did this use ChatGPT, or what kind of language model did this use?
Yes, I have mentioned it already, but I can show it to you again. So this column here, it shows the model it uses for the prompt. And we can see, for example, GPT 4.1. And if I just edit it, you can also select a different model here. So those are the models we have right now. We can, of course, add a few more. But that's just plug and play. It's going to be easy to add a few more models. That's what we have for the demo.
Any other Thank you for that amazing presentation. Can we have one more applause for Alexander? It's very amazing presentation.